You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of ABK Media Group, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County every day at 9 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Hey. Welcome to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney. Happy Monday, everybody. All my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all you around the world who are listening to the show. So glad to be here with you this morning. It's a beautiful day right here in Gwinnett County. It's about 77 degrees right now, going up to a high about 90. So it's going to be pretty nice today. I've been up really early, y'all. I've been up so early. It's so funny because I had a pretty nice weekend. I hope you guys had a wonderful and safe 4th of July. I went to the fireworks. It was my goal to go to the Lawrenceville fireworks, which I did not get to because I was working. When I looked up, the fireworks had already started. I could hear them out my window, so I missed that. But I did go to the one in Snellville, which is the one I go to every year, which is weird because it's a lot further away from my house. But for some reason, that's when I had the time to go. I think because on the day before the 4th of July, I don't really take that day off. I'm still working, so I'm kind of in work mode. And then on the 4th of July, it's family and friends. And then it's like, okay, take the day off and enjoy, have some fun and stuff like that. So that's probably what it is. But had a good 4th of July. Always good to have barbecue. You know, I don't want any more right now, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm barbecued out. Don't want any more. We still have a little bit of stuff left, but yeah, I want any more barbecue. Right now, I'm ready to have some crabs, some fried crabs, because I love crabs. So, so if anybody that know me know I love crabs. So the barbecue was great. I don't want any more right now. I'm done. So anyway, hope you had a wonderful weekend. I'm here today to give you what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. I've been up early, right? I got up really early this morning, and so I started this journey yesterday, right? So here's the thing. I've been a business owner for 21 years, but I have yet to crack that $1 million mark in my business, right? So it was like, okay, I know I could do this. People are doing it all around me. What's blocking me from doing it? Well, I had this really limiting belief about some things, right? I was like, well, in my heart, I knew I could do it. I make money in the business. I have not cracked the $1 million mark. So I was like, okay, how am I going to crack this $1 million mark? What's blocking me from cracking this $1 million mark? Well, subconsciously, I had a fear of criticism, right? I had a fear of criticism. And I think I might have talked about this before, but I had this huge fear of criticism. And when I realized, and I kind of knew it, but I think when I went through this hypnotherapy session, right? And when I went through this session, before the woman could even, like, soon as she put me in the hypnosis and I could hear her talking, I went all the way back to when I was like about 7 years old. It was crazy. And I could see myself standing on the porch at 7. I could see my parents having an argument. But a lot of my issues came from, I had daddy issues. I'm a girl. I had daddy issues. And so I'm not ashamed to share this story with you guys, but because I want you to know this journey that I'm about to get on for this journey to $1 million. So I set some goals yesterday. I set some goals early this month once I had the breakthrough. But then I had to figure out how I was going to get to that $1 million, right? Because I know what I can do. I know I can do marketing. I know I can create books and set up TV channels. And so I can do so many things. I was like, okay, now which avenue is going to get me to $1 million the fastest, right? And so I decided it was going to be training. But what I did was, one of the things I realized is that I have to really declare publicly what I'm trying to do. Sometimes you don't, because you get bad energy about people. But what I did was, and people that really know me, they know I don't like Facebook, right? I'm on there a little bit, but I'm not one of those people that spend hours and hours on Facebook because I don't like it. However, as a marketing tool, it's a great platform. I do know that. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to start a group. I'm only going to invite people that I believe are on this journey with me, right? So I started a group on Facebook called Journey to $1 Million. And I invited people who I knew were grinding like me. They were on this mission to grow a successful business, to hit certain milestones in their business, to create legacy business for their families. So I invited those people, and I was like, okay, this is a group of people that they have the same type of goals as I do. They got the same type of grind as I do. They got the same kind of mission for their lives as I do. I'm going to invite them to this group, and we're just going to be there to be accountable to each other, right? So that was the first thing I did. So it's called Journey to $1 Million. And if you know that's you, I invite you to go over to Facebook and send a request to join the group. It's called Journey, the number 2, a million. Journey to a million. Be happy to have you, but you got to be on the same. You got to be ready to grind like we are, but not be like whining, because there's no whining. There's no whining in the group. There's no gossiping in the group. There's no, sticking people in the back. This group is about what do we need to do to get to $1 million in our business, right? So that's the purpose of the group. So I started that group yesterday. I'm going to start a new podcast, which I'm always excited about. I started one last week called Pod Chick. It's all about podcasting. I'm starting another one called Journey to a Million. And this is to follow my journey to $1 million and to talk about the people that are in the group who are doing the same thing. So it's a way to share what I'm doing right now with the things that I love. Podcasting is something that I absolutely love. That's why right now I have 4. This is going to make my 4th one. And one of them I only do a week, once a week. I do this one every day, 4 days, not every day, 4 days a week. I'm going to revamp my Talk Business with Audrey, which is once a week. That may even be once a month, because that's one that's, I'm going to be talking to business people on Good Morning Gwinnett starting on Thursdays with a business owner who's going to be here. And I'll tell you more about her on tomorrow. But my podcasting one is all about podcasting. That's going to be once a week. But Journey to a Million is going to be daily. 7 days a week, but very short episodes, 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. And it's going to be talking about what I'm doing. It's going to talk about the income that I'm making. It's going to be talking about the steps that I'm taking to get to that $1 million, because this is a journey. And I know that there are people in that group that are on this journey with me. So that's what I'm doing. I wanted you guys to check it out. It's called, go to Facebook if you want to be a part of the group. It's called Journey, the number 2, a million. So if you are an entrepreneur out there and you're trying to take your business to $1 million, I invite you to join it. It's free. We're not trying to sell you in there. We're just trying to declare publicly what we're trying to do and talk about the things we're doing to get there. That's the purpose of the group. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you, because I was really like, after the 4th of July, I had some time to like, okay, how am I going to how am I going to do this, right? And one of the things that I had to learn was I had to declare this publicly so people can keep me accountable, because it's going to be really, really bad if I'm saying, yeah, I'm trying to get to $1 million, and then I'm really doing nothing to get to $1 million, right? And not that I haven't been doing anything, but I think for me, it's like, okay, I have to nail down what I do, which I've done that already. I'm media. I do media and marketing. That's what I do. But now, because I can do so many things in those industries, I have to pick something that's going to take me to that $1 million mark. That won't burn me completely out, because I talked about, I don't know if I think that was my other podcast, the Pod Chick. I talked about how when I started in business, I was grinding like it was crazy, but I got burned out in 9 months. And then I turned around and launched a new business that burned me out in 2 years. So now I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. I'm trying to be really focused on what that one thing is going to get me to $1 million. And put a lot of my focus behind that. Now, here's the thing. I still love doing my shows. So I'm still trying to get the show to, my goal is to get this show to 1 million subscribers or more. Now I got these other 2 shows. Don't have a real big outcome for them. Don't know how, but this show, 1 million subscribers. And subscribing to the show is free. Subscribe to the show free. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I had, some huge epiphanies over the weekend, which was a long weekend for most people. And I just wanted to share those things with you. But now let's move on into the horoscope. Today is July 8th. We're bringing you it's already the 8th of July, right? It sounds crazy. Time just really flies. It really does. It doesn't wait for anyone. But anyway, our horoscope today is brought to you by astrologer Micah Thyssen. He is our resident astrologist here for Good Morning Gwinnett. And we're going to kick it off with Aries. Your interest could lead you down avenues you never realized existed. Your hypnotic eyes will capture the hearts of those who interest you. You will get bored quickly, so make sure that you have scheduled enough activity to hold your interest. Okay, so listen, hypnotic eyes. So my husband is Aries, right? So hypnotic eyes, make sure you don't capture the wrong hearts with those hypnotic eyes. So, and honey, if you're listening, watch out now. Okay, now. All right. Taurus, eliminate situations that are no longer to your advantage. You can make changes to your living quarters, but not everyone will be pleased with your efforts. Partnerships can prove to be lucrative. Sometimes you have to bring on a partner. Joint ventures can help you propel your business to levels you probably couldn't even think about. So, but make sure it's a partnership that everybody's getting something out of it. You don't want to be in a one-sided partnership. Not in love, not in business. Neither one. All right. Gemini, minor accidents could occur if you don't take precautions. Don't let any money slip through your fingers today. Spend some time with yourself. All right, listen, Gemini, spend some time with yourself. I know you got to take care of everybody else, but today is about you. You, Gemini, spend some time with yourself. Sometimes that's really hard for us to do, I know. Cancer, your hard work will pay off. Advancement looks positive. Consider making pleasure trips or participating in entertainment that require energy. Don't let criticism upset you. Hassles will delay your plans. Listen, Cancer, don't let criticism upset you. The fear of criticism paralyzed me for a long time. So what I can say to you is people going to talk. They're going to say what they're going to say. But you know your mission. You know your goals. You know your purpose. Keep moving towards that. And don't let that upset you. And I know that's easier said than done most of the time, but try your best to make that happen. Leo, you can make moves, but they won't be settling. You can expect changes in your living arrangements. Travel for pleasure will be enticing. Okay, Leo, go out and do a little traveling. Have some fun. I know the Leos like to have fun, especially my friend. She loves to have fun. She loves to laugh, and she loves to have fun, which is a great thing. Virgo, deceit with coworkers is apparent. Don't let your mate bully you into thinking that you owe them your time and your life. All right, now listen. Don't listen, Virgo. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty about what you owe them. You owe your time and your life. You don't owe your life to anybody. You don't owe your time to anybody except yourself. All right. Concentrate on home improvement. Small details will make a difference. All right, listen, I'm going to go to a song. We'll be back. I'll be right back to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to us by astrologer Micah Thyssen right here on the Good Morning Gwinnett Show.
Isn't it funny? We came to that. I thought I won you over, but you were holding back. Now I'm just a mess. I'm running away from escaping dreams of yesterday. Convincing me this can't be. Trying to find another way. Yeah, I think my head always knew it, but I didn't tell my heart, let go, I couldn't do it without falling apart. So give me something now, oh, oh. Give me a fix, tell me if it's whatever that's wrong. So give me something now, oh, oh. Give me a fix, tell me if it's whatever that's wrong. Isn't it funny how much you mean to me? I can't get my head around how we used to be. You say
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to us by astrologer Mike 1000. We left off at Virgo. We're going to pick it up at Libra. Libra, it's time to get yourself back on track. You should follow through on educational endeavors you have wanted to pursue for some time. Don't divulge secret information. Libra, today, keep your business to yourself. If it's a secret, keep it a secret. If you don't want nobody to know, don't tell nobody. That's a simple fact. Scorpio, they would not have the patience to wait for you to complete things they've asked you to do. If they asked you to do it already, why haven't you done it, Scorpio? Don't let emotional upset force you into the poorhouse. Oh, my God. Please don't do that. You could find yourself having problems with coworkers and employers. Okay, you're going to have a little trouble from day to day, Scorpio. Pray on it. Meditate on it. Clear yourself. Clear your chakras and all that good stuff. Get it out your system. Sagittarius, organize your day to avoid any setbacks that might ignite temper flare-ups. Organize your day. You don't want to get all huffy and puffy about stuff, Sag. Try not to be too lavish with your lover. You will have to control the way you feel. All right. I don't know. Try not to be too lavish. All right. Capricorn, you can elaborate on your creative ideas and get involved in groups that relate to the arts. Try not to let your emotions interfere with the completion of your work. You can enjoy social events and meet new potential mates. However, avoid being lavish. Okay, there's another. Sagittarius and Capricorn, don't be too lavish today. That's the word for you guys. Lavish is the word of the day for Sagittarius and Capricorn. Aquarius, join humanitarian groups and let your leadership ability take over. You may find yourself interested in more than one person. Okay now, Aquarius, watch out now. Get involved in activities with children. Now, I don't know what that means. You may find yourself interested in more than one person. Sound like you headed for some trouble in La La Land. If you're going to be doing more, hey, listen, be careful with that. Don't create no love triangle out there, Aquarius. And my fellow fish Pisces, opportunities to meet new lovers will evolve through your interaction with group or fundraising functions. However, you may not attract the kind of interest you had in mind. Okay, so fish, listen, my fellow fish. Okay, so you're going to be out there doing some fundraising events. You're going to meet somebody, but it's not the kind of interest you had in mind. So just be cognizant of that. Don't let in-laws upset you. Don't let your in-laws upset you, because sometimes they can really piss you off. I don't have any in-laws. Well, that's not true. My husband's grandmother, she's a sweetheart. We saw her last couple weeks ago when we were in Jersey, and she's like 93, I think it is. I think she's about 93, 94. All right. So listen, this is the part of the show where I call People Helping People. And there's a segment where I talk about people doing great things in and around Gwinnett County. And there are a lot of people out there doing some great things. You know, there are people in need of so many different things. And sometimes we get kind of busy in our everyday life that we don't get a chance to really help. But there are people out there who are, helping. And it's great to see that, that we have those people out there, especially when we don't have the opportunity to do it. Sometimes we give back. Like, I donate a lot to different charities and things like that. It's so funny. I have a whole stack of, and so when you donate one time, everybody find out you donated. You start getting all these, like, donate to us. And there's one organization, they take a donation out of my bank account every month. And I think I've been doing that for 3 years. But I have a whole stack of donations from different organization envelopes that I just cleaned out my office and said, okay, I need to go and look through these and send in a donation, because I donate to a lot of different things. But you have to give back, to whom much is given, much is expected. And so I give back as much as I can. I don't talk about it a lot, but I do. And the people, my mom and my husband, my daughter, they may say I'm a little bit too generous. I beg to differ. That's just me. My mom, here's the funny thing. Neither one of them don't really have the right to say it. And my daughter, she may, because she gives very cautiously. My mother, on the other hand, she's a huge giver, but she says I'm too giving. And so is my husband. He's a huge giver. If he has it and you need it, you can get it. And he'll say that I'm too giving. They always say I give away everything, but that's just who I am. Anyway, People Helping People. So there's an organization that's helping people, who are living in the metro area, and they're living in like these extended stay places like Motel 6 and the extended stay motels right there. So there's a guy, his name is Jason Jason was a couple, Jason and Remby Schroeder, and their 3 daughters and pets. They will soon pack up and move out of the Hotel 6 that they call home for nearly a year. Now, sometimes you just don't know people's story, right? So you don't know why people ended up where they are. You don't know why Jason and his wife have been living in a Motel 6 with their 3 daughters for almost a year. But they, with the help of people around Gwinnett County and Lawrenceville, they're moving out. So according to Tony Callahan, one of the founders of Village of Hope, they began the process of helping Schroeders enter the Lawrenceville Housing Corp Pathway Program. So there's a program here in Lawrenceville called Lawrenceville Housing Corp's Pathway Program, which offers disadvantaged families with children in Gwinnett County the opportunity to gain stability, learn healthy financial habits, and move toward permanent and safe housing. That is amazing. That is wonderful. And there are a lot of people, like I did a report probably about a month ago on the show, and it was talking about more people living in these extended stay hotels over in Norcross, and people trying to help them get out. So, I think this is great. So the Lawrenceville Housing Corp Pathway Program, it offers disadvantaged families with children in Gwinnett County the opportunity to gain stability, learn healthy financial habits, and move towards permanent and safe housing. In addition to preparing all the paperwork and letters of recommendations the Schroeders need to enter the housing program, Callahan told them that they will walk alongside them for 2 years. It's going to take them 2 years to complete the program, so they're going to be right there walking alongside them to get them through this program so they can have a permanent place in 2 years. As a part of the bargaining, Schroeders will have to get fully furnished home, pantry stocked with food. That is a great program. Wow. Yeah, that's great. So they're going to be moving out of Motel 6, which is in Norcross. They landed here after moving from California and living in their car for several months. Dozens of people responded to their story and surprised that there are so many people who are forced to live in hotels. If you want to read the whole story, you can go to ajc.com/Gwinnett and read the whole story. But that's, and you think that, sometimes you think, okay, how did they get there? You don't know how they got there. You don't know their story. And so don't judge, because you really don't know. I remember this one time, I don't know if you guys remembered it, but there was a show that used to come on called Taxi Cab Confessions. And I remember watching that show. And I remember the guy got in the car. He got in a taxi, right? And he was homeless. He was homeless. And so the taxi cab driver was asking him, what happened? How did you get here? Now, here's the thing. This guy was a big-time accountant on Wall Street, right? He was accountant on Wall Street making good money. But he was homeless now, right? And so they was like, well, what happened? He said he went to work one day. His wife was at home pregnant. And he went to work one day, and he got a phone call that his wife was in the hospital. And so before he could get to the hospital, his wife and the baby died, right? Now, here we are talking about a Wall Street accountant making a lot of money who was homeless. Well, he never recovered. He never recovered from the loss of his wife and baby. So we just never know someone's story. So don't be so quick to judge. And, that's why it's great for programs out there like the one I just talked about that's helping families get back on their feet, because you just don't know people's story. We are so quick to judge folks. We are. And it's a sad thing, that we are like that. But we're so quick to judge. Sometimes if you just stop and listen to how people got to where they are, you'll be amazed at some of the most amazing people are probably living on the streets. And they just got there because something happened. For him, it was his wife and child dying together in the same day. He's at work, she's home, and she went into some kind of arrest, and she didn't pull through, and neither she nor the baby. So you just never know people's stories. So I hate to be gloom and doom, but I think the fact that somebody's living in an extended stay and you thinking, why are they living there? You don't know. But thanks to the programs that are out there right now that are helping them move forward and helping them secure, financial stability and permanent housing, that's a great thing. Moving on to more great stories. If you are in the Metro Atlanta, teachers can take home a full bag of free school supplies courtesy of Kroger at Gwinnett County on July 9th. That's tomorrow. So Kroger is giving away free school supplies to teachers. They're having a whole event about that tomorrow. Kroger is holding a school supply giveaway event for teachers at the Infinite Energy Center in Duluth tomorrow. With a valid educator's ID, teachers teachers will receive a reusable bag that they can fill with up to $30 worth of whatever supplies they need. Now, that is a great thing as well. But here's the thing. I've heard my brother is a teacher. My sister-in-law is a teacher. My brother's friend is a teacher. One of my good friends is a teacher. I've heard them say, I had to take money out of my pocket to create, to get school supplies for my students. So the fact that Kroger is stepping up to the plate and say, hey, listen, come on over. We got $30 worth of stuff that you can take to school and so you can for the kids. Now, here in Georgia, school is about to start in another probably month from tomorrow. I think school starts back August the 9th, if I'm not mistaken. So teachers are getting ready to go back into the classrooms. They want to decorate the classroom. They want to make it fun and inviting for the students to come in for their first day back to school. So the fact that Kroger has stepped up to the plate and said, listen, we're going to do our part to make sure that you have something. It may not be $100 worth of stuff, but it's $30. And from tomorrow, from 10 a.m., this event starts at 10 a.m. and the free supplies are available while they last. So if you are an educator, you must go there with your educator's ID. It starts at 10 a.m. and it's only while supplies last, right? It's only while supplies last. So the items can include copier paper, tape, dry erase marker, hand sanitizers. Those are just some of a few of the things that's going to be given away tomorrow. So the giveaway is open to all Metro Atlanta teachers. Now here's the thing. It's not just us, Gwinnett. It's all Metro Atlanta. Metro Atlanta has about 7 million folks. So if you are an educator and you want to take advantage of this free giveaway by Kroger's, you want to show up tomorrow. If I were you and I were an educator, I would show up about 9 o'clock. Because one, be mindful of the traffic. So show up about 9 o'clock, get you a parking space, be the first in line. And it's not a lot, but it's something, and it's something that you don't have to pull out of your pocket. Because I know a lot of you pull out of your pocket because I talk to you and you want to decorate your room. You want to make it feel nice and inviting, and you got to come out of pocket for that. And listen, we understand. Most of you probably parents like parents too. So you got to get your own kids ready. So here's an opportunity for you to do that. So the Infinite Energy Center is located at 6400 Sugarloaf Parkway in Duluth. So if you go straight down Sugarloaf Parkway, you cannot miss it. It started tomorrow at 10 a.m. Make sure you got your teacher's ID because that's the only way you're going to be able to get this. And it's only while supplies last. So if you go there late and it's open to Metro Atlanta, all the teachers in Metro Atlanta, which is about 7 million people, you're probably going to miss out. So if I were you, I will get there early with my teacher's ID and make sure that I take advantage of that. And it's a great thing. It is a great thing. All right, so listen, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be back after the song to bring you more about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County right here on Good Morning Gwinnett. And I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney.
Whispering soft, alluring signs, wrapping you around my finger, gently touch, full of spell, blinding you into another, sneaking around, hunting prey to find me another lover. Behind closed doors, an empty space, we're in a secret love encounter. I'm a lonely heart feline. I take what's mine, then I leave behind. I'm a lonely heart feline.
I take what's mine, then I leave behind.
I'm gone before the night is over. Don't lose your faith, keep it straight. I'm nothing like any other. I'm a lonely heart feline. I take what's mine, then I leave behind. I'm a lonely heart feline.
I take what's mine, then I leave behind.
take what's mine, then I leave behind. 'Cause I'm a lonely heart feline. I take what's mine, then I leave behind. I'm a lonely heart feline.
I take what's mine and I leave behind.
Welcome back to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you a daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So Craig Newton receives a GMA certificate of dedication for training commitment. Congratulations. Norcross Mayor Craig Newton was recently recognized by the Gwinnett Municipal Association for his commitment to being a good public official. That is a great thing. I'm sure that's a huge honor to be recognized as a good public official, because sometimes you just don't have those. Dedication is actually the word the GMA officials are using to describe it. Newton was one of 10 municipal officials from across Georgia who received GMA certificate of dedication during the association recent conference in Savannah. So he was recognized. This is outstanding achievement. Truly speaks to the dedication shown by those recipients. The GMA executive director Larry Hansen had to say. We recommend Mayor Newton for his accomplishment and commitment he's shown in using this valuable resource to become a more effective city official. He serves as an example to other city officials across the state. That is a huge, huge, huge accomplishment, and a congratulations to Mayor Newton for that. And I'm going to give you a round of applause for doing great work in our community, because we need great community leaders to get out there and work for us, and that's a great thing. If you want to read the full story, you can go to GwinnettDailyPost.com and you'll see the story there, because it's more about the story there. I mean, the work that they do too, don't get it twisted. You know, it seems like a high esteemed position, and for most part it is, but those people have to do some really hard work, because you're talking about overseeing communities of thousands of people. Sometimes, depending on where you live, it's not so big, right? So you can be the mayor, you can be the city transportation director, because you live in a small town. But when you live in a place like Gwinnett County and Metro Atlanta, those are huge, huge municipalities. So they have a huge responsibility to a lot of people. So the fact that you can get awarded for something that you're doing in a municipality where there are so many people, that's a great thing. And it's not easy work. You know, I know we think politicians, you know, or some of them are not good, some of them aren't, but some of them are. And especially when you over a lot of people. Norcross is big. It's not a small town. There's a lot of people living in Norcross. So, you know, he has a lot of people to oversee. So congratulations to him. All right, so Gwinnett approves new telecommunication tower near Gwinnett Place Mall. So they're going to be doing a lot of building over in that area. Gwinnett Commissioners recently approved a rezoning request to allow for construction of a 195-foot monopole telecommunication tower with a 4-foot lightning rod at 2125 Mall Boulevard near Gwinnett Place Mall in Duluth. The tower will be approximately 490 feet from the public right-of-way of the Mall Boulevard and 37.7 feet from public right-of-way of Market Street, 45.6 feet from the northern property line, which borders Gwinnett Point Retail Center, and 48.2 feet from the eastern property line, which borders Gwinnett Place Commercial Center. The proposed tower location does not border any residential property. So that has been approved. The tower approval allows for a minimum of 4 service carriers, and existing vegetation around the site must be enhanced to provide screening of the tower base and equipment. So telecommunications, that means you're going to have better probably better reception for your phone, because you have a phone, you got terrible reception. It's probably because of the tower location. So the fact that they're going to be putting that in is going to be great. More news about stuff happening near the Mall of Georgia. So a developer wants to build a 5-story Holiday Inn Express near the Mall of Georgia. A lot of building going on over there. Remember, that's the place over there where they were talking about putting a soccer stadium. So it's going on. All of Georgia is pretty much like a ghost town. So I went there to visit. I was shocked. Like, wow, like what happened? What happened when you go to a mall that goes out of business? And if you ever been on Pleasant Hill, there is a lot of traffic on Pleasant Hill. So the fact that there is a mall there with hardly any stores is crazy. Like, I'm like, really? It's not even like it's off the beaten path. It's like right there. Like the entrance, you can it's right there. So there's a lot of building going on over there. So I think we're going to see a lot of revitalization of that area. A new Holiday Inn Express could be coming to the Mall of Georgia area if county officials sign off on the 50-foot reduction in the buffer between the hotel and the surrounding properties. Swanee-based Avalon Investments is seeking for a buffer reduction of 75 feet to 25 feet for the 3.155 acre site, which is located at 2730 Mall of Georgia Boulevard in Beaufort. According to, you know what, I'm thinking about Gwinnett Place Mall. That's what I'm thinking about. Anyway, according to Gwinnett County zoning records, plans filled with the I'm totally about two different malls. I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute, Mall of Georgia is off of Beaufort Highway, y'all. Don't listen to me. Beaufort Drive. I'm thinking about Gwinnett Place Mall, which I'm thinking like, okay, there's a lot going on over there, but there's a lot going over there. So the soccer stadium is going to be by Gwinnett Place Mall, not Mall of Georgia. All right, so plans filed with the county call for a five-story, 57,140 square foot building with 95 rooms. It will have 101 parking spaces. So this is going to be a huge hotel if everything is approved. So that's going to be coming to the Mall of Georgia area, not Gwinnett Place Mall, which is what I was thinking, because it's so much going on right now. It's a lot of building going on, a lot of development. Here's the thing, though. If there's a hotel coming, there are going to be some jobs. So I'm not going to even get into that today because I already said, you know what? Make sure your stuff is tight. I say that all the time because there's a lot of stuff going on, right? All right, more about development here in Gwinnett County. So the developer is looking to build a 499-unit neighborhood near Beaufort. Community will include apartments and townhomes. All right. A developer is seeking permission to, that's a big, and the floor plan is there. Developer is seeking permission from Gwinnett County leaders to build a large neighborhood with 499 residential units, including apartments and townhomes, near the planned Gravel Springs Road interchange on Interstate 85, according to documents. Dunrob Investment LP has filed to two related rezoning applications for a combined 45.1 acres of land on the 2700 block of Brown Road in unincorporated Beaufort. All right, so the application calls for 300 apartments and 199 townhomes to be built on a road that currently has less than a dozen homes on it. Oh, okay. So it's less than so I'm sure those people are not that happy. Because here's what I've come to learn. Like, people who are used to just like not having this growth, they don't want it. So they are totally opposed. I'm sure many of those people over there are not happy about 500 new people moving into the area. I'm sure they're not happy. I'm sure they're not. The proposed development would complement the existing land use mix by providing high-end multifamily residents that will put residents close to employment opportunities and support the nearby commercial development in the area. Dunrob Investments attorney Bill Fricks wrote in an application letter that it filed with the county officials. So listen, if you want to read more about that story and see the blueprint for what that's gonna look like, go to Gwinnett Daily Post and you'll see the story there. The blueprint it looks nice, but it looks like a lot. I'm sure a lot of people are not happy about it. I'm almost positive, because especially if there's only 12 houses in that area, I'm almost positive it's not happening. I'm sure probably 2 out of the 12 is like, okay, it's okay, we don't mind. But I'm sure most of them are like not happy. All right, listen, I'm going to another song. I'll be right back to give you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County right here on the Good Morning Gwinnett show with the host, Audrey Bell Kearney.
I wanna get you all alone now and go hide away from the lights, but I don't dare to. I'm too fragile, and for that I do apologize. Maybe someday we can work it out, but I'm afraid it's too late to try. Baby, I don't dare to love you, and you know the reason why. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night I fall down in the middle of the night screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night screaming, oh my, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I think I'm love drunk and it feels wrong, but I'm not afraid to admit I used to feel safe next to you, babe. No, I'm thinking I deserve a hit. Maybe someday we could work it out, but I'm afraid it's too late to try. Baby, I don't dare to love you, and you know the reason why. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night I fall down in the middle of the night screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night screaming, oh my, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. Love's too deep. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night I fall down in the middle of the night screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night screaming, oh my, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. Love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep.
Welcome back to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you a daily rundown about what's going in and around Gwinnett County. So Sugar Hill is going to commemorate the moon landing with the rocket film launch, so that's kind of cool. Sugar Hill will participate in community rocket launch to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11 moon mission on July 16th. The U.S. Space and Rocket Center and Space Camp in Huntsville, Alabama is sponsoring a global rocket launch. Model rockets will be launched all over the world 50 years from that day. The Apollo launched to the moon and first landed humans there. That is so amazing, y'all. I love the History Channel, so I'm always watching all that kind of stuff. Sugar Hill will take part in this event and provide citizens with the opportunity to learn more about Apollo's 11 historic launch and the milestones that paved the way for first lunar landing. Sugar Hill's Eagle Theater will also offer a special showing of the film Apollo 11 at 3 p.m. on July 16th. Additional details to come at, you can go to the cityofsugarhill.com / rocket launch. cityofsugarhill.com / rocket launch. So if you're interested in doing it, that's going to be next week. When is it? When is the 16th? I think the 16th is like Monday or something. But anyway, that's going to be July 16th at 3 p.m. They're going to be watching the show at the Sugar Hills Eagle Theater, watching the movie, the film Apollo, at 3 p.m. on the 16th to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Apollo launch to the moon and putting people on the moon. That is amazing. Now, it's so much stuff going on. Technology is just changing a lot of things. But if you want to take part in that event, go to www.cityofsugarhill.com / rocket launch. That should be fun. I've been to Huntsville. My good friend LaTanya Moore lives in Huntsville. And that's where the Space Center is, you guys. That's where the Space Center is. All right, so let's move on. All right, so Top Shelf Toastmasters is having a meeting today at 6:30 to 8 o'clock. If you are interested in learning how to hone your speaking skills, be around people who are doing the same, getting some constructive feedback on how to make your speaking and presentation better, you can go to that event tonight. It's a free event. It's going to be at Unity Atlanta Church, located at 3597 Parkway Lane in Peachtree Corners. Again, that's Unity Atlanta Church, 3597 Parkway Lane in Peachtree Corners. Going out there at 6:30 to 8 o'clock. Get out there and hang out with the people over at Toastmasters. They're happy to have you. Toastmasters is an international organization around the world to help people hone their speaking skills and their presentation skills. And they do it everywhere. So you got about 5 people so far that's going. If you want to be one of the 5, go ahead and join them 6:30 to 8 o'clock tonight. Again, that's at Unity Atlanta Church, located at 3597 Parkway Lane in Peachtree Corners. I told you guys I met a boss there. Like, I got a job by going to Toastmasters. That was the crazy part. I did. I went to a Toastmasters event with my friend. She invited me out to a Toastmasters meeting, and when I got there, at the end of the event, this guy was there. He got up, he made an announcement. He was talking about how he was looking for these people to start in this new position as a job coach. And I'm like, yes, that sounds great. Like, yeah. So I applied for the job, and I got the job, and I became a job coach, and I learned a lot in that position. It was a very tough position. It was like being a social worker, but it was called a job coach. It was so funny too, because we had to actually go to the welfare department to help our clients. And the welfare workers thought we were coming there to take their jobs, so they locked the doors and wouldn't let us in. Like, the first day we had to go out, they would not let us. I mean, they locked the building. They would not let us in. It's like, no, they're coming to take our jobs. And we really weren't. We were just coming there to help beyond what they were doing, but they did not say it like that. They were totally threatened by us. And so for like probably about 5 days, we had no clients because they wouldn't let us in the building. It was crazy. We were in Jersey City. It was crazy. All right, anyway. So if you have a kid that you want to that plays basketball, Nike is having a boys camp. Nike is having a basketball camp. It starts today. It's for grades 4 through 7 and 5 through 9. So if your kid plays basketball, there is a camp starting today. It's going to be at Duluth High School. It's today through July 11th. It's $255, but it's a Nike camp. So if you're interested in finding out more about that camp, you can go to elitehoopsbasketball.com and check out the schedules there. You'll see what's going on there. That's elitehoopsbasketball.com. The basketball camp starts today. It's going to be at Duluth High School for boys. It's $255. Now, I can tell you, if my brother was here, my nephew would be in that camp. Because he just came from Florida. My nephew has been in Florida twice this year to play football, but he plays basketball and football. When my older nephew was in school, he did the same thing. He played basketball and football. He eventually got a 4-year ride to Vanderbilt on a scholarship for football, and I'm expecting my baby nephew to do the same because his dad has them everywhere. Like, they're always somewhere when it comes to sports, and that's a great thing. That's a great thing because of sports, my nephew was able to get a 4-year scholarship. And my brother has helped about 70 kids go to college on scholarships because he's a coach. He's a football coach, high school football coach. And he's helped about 70 kids get scholarships to go to college for a ride, which is a great thing. And my nephew now is a college coach in Mississippi State. So sports is powerful. Like, not only does it teach team building and skill sets and things like that, it can also be a road for you to get a higher education without incurring the cost of, what college costs, because college is really expensive, especially to places like Vanderbilt. Those are D1 schools, Division I schools, and UConn and things like that. Especially to schools like that, the tuition can be astronomical. So the fact that you can get a 4-year ride. Now, here's the thing: you got to invest in your kids. That's what that $255 is for. It's an investment in the future of your child's education and professional life. That's how you got to look at it. If you look at it like, oh my God, it's $255. Nah, you got to look at it as an investment. So funny, and I'm move on to my next event right here in a second. But I got to tell you this quick story. So about 2 weeks ago, my daughter, so I have a granddaughter. She's 5 months old. Her name is Carter. And about 2 weeks ago, my daughter and I were talking about, when is she gonna go to daycare or whatever. And my daughter's like, yeah, I want her to be able to go when she turns about 1, but I want her to go to a Montessori school, right? So I've never looked at what a Montessori school offers, right? So I was like, okay, well, that sounds great, what does that entail? It's like, well, it's kind of expensive. I was like, oh, okay, well, let's look at it. Let's look at what that looks like. And she was telling me how Montessori schools teach kids from the age of like 1, I think between 12 months and 15 months, how to start becoming little independent people, right? Not only that, if you're going to pay like that kind of money for a baby to go to school, the network of people your child is going to have access to from day one, from the time they hit school, because it's not cheap. So I had the opportunity. I was talking to my best friend, one of my best friends, because I got quite a few. I got about 5 best friends, which is a great thing. Maybe 6, maybe 7. I got about 7 best friends, actually. Anyway, I was talking to one of my best friends yesterday, who is my daughter's godmother. And I was like, yeah, we talked about this Montessori school thing. So she's like, what is that? I was like, well, it's like some kind of, private school, and it gives your kids like the leg up. And, I said, we were talking about, the baby going to one of these schools at the age of 1 or 12 months or 15 months or whenever it is they can get into school. And so, just like, yeah, whatever the baby wants, we're going to do it, which is true. Listen, we're making an investment into the baby like now. So we're planning for that now. She's 5 months old, and we're already planning. So I went to go look online and look at some of the top schools here in Gwinnett, Montessori schools, and we came up with one that had 5 stars. Now, here's the thing. It's not cheap for a baby, and it sounds crazy, I know, but it's something that we want. So we want to make an investment into her future, and that means giving her the best of what's out there, because she needs to be able to compete in a world, where things are moving really fast, and if you can't compete, you're going to get left behind, and we don't want that for her. So she's probably going to be going to Montessori in about probably another 10 months. That's what it is. About another 10 months, she'll probably be in Montessori. All right, moving right along. Vision board workshop. It's a free workshop today. So vision board workshop. I have about 5 vision boards. I have 2 right now that you can see, and I have about 3 that's packed up. Now I have about 3 that you can see, and about 2 that's packed up. Anyway, a vision board is a way for you to put your vision out there, what you want to do. Now, most of the time when people do vision boards, they have pictures of cars and houses and homes. Well, my niece, who's right now interning on Capitol Hill, she came home at the beginning of the year, right? She came home before she came home after, the beginning of the year when the semester was over. She came home and she's like, I'm doing a vision board. She said, but it has 1 vision on the board. And I was like, 1 vision? Because, I have vision boards. And they have like houses and cars and, losing weight and living your best life and make it happen and, all these different things. She said, my vision board has 1 vision. And I was like, a 1 vision board, right? And I was so excited about that because it was like, I got this 1 vision, right? So my 1 vision was $1 million, right? So here it is, I'm in July, and I just had this epiphany of how to do that over the last week or so. But it's not too late. It's not too late. So vision boards can be very powerful because they help you create the vision for what you want for yourself, for your family, for your business, for your community, for your church, whatever that vision is. And you can do a vision board for anything, for your college education, for your career, for your retirement. Create a vision for that. If you're retiring right now, you don't know what you want to do, sit down and think about some of the things you want to do. If you want to travel, if you want to volunteer your time to the community, because all these things can be on your vision board. And you may not even thought about it, but I'm looking at one right now. My vision is on a pink board, and it says multi-millionaire. That's at the top, right? Because that's a goal for me. On the other side, it's got a $100 million company. That's another goal for me. But then on the other side, it has a school that I want to build, right? Yeah, it's on my board, my school. And one day I'm going to launch that school. I also have a Bentley, y'all. So for those of you who know me, I'm very regular. Like I have a Jeep Patriot. Like I'm real regular, right? My brother, he's not regular like me. He likes the fancier things in life. But I want to level up. I want a Bentley. So that's on my board. And I've never had a luxury car. The closest I've come to have a luxury car, I had a Ford Expedition, Eddie Bauer edition. That was about the close. And it wasn't because I couldn't afford it. It was just it wasn't one of those things. My brother, on the other hand, Benzes, Infinities, and Not me. But now I want a luxury car. For once in my life, I want a luxury car. So that's on my vision board. But anyway, there's a vision board party tonight from 6:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. It's going to be at Keller Williams Atlanta's Partners in the conference room located at 4878 Manhattan Drive, and that's in Beaufort. Again, that's going to be at Keller Williams Atlanta Partners conference room located at 4878 Manhattan Drive, and that's in Beaufort. What do you need to bring? Bring a friend to share this workshop with you on social media. Bring your friend and colleague. Bring positive energy, your dreams and goals. Bring some scissors, small printed images of things that represent your life you want to achieve. For example, a postcard from a place you want to visit. A car. Just talked about my Bentleys on my board. It's blue. Which I've never had a blue car either. Like, it's either been black or white. I think I had a green car once. Never blue. A church, a picture of your church, a picture of your fictitious spouse if you're not married. So bring a picture of the person that you think you want to marry, or somebody like that person. A picture of your dream house, or a career that you're developing. Anything you want, bring it out tonight and for the vision board party. Vision boards are a lot of fun too, guys. It's a lot of fun. So this event is sponsored by O'Kelly and Sorahan Attorneys at Law and Fairway Independent Mortgage in Sandy Hill. They're sponsoring this event for you. It's a free event, 6:30 to 8 o'clock. It's going to be at Keller Williams Atlanta Partners Conference Room, 4878 Manhattan Drive in Beaufort. Check it out. It's free. It's free. Go on out there. Write the vision and make it plain. That's what the Bible says. I didn't say it. That's what the Bible says. So write the vision, make it plain. All right, if you want to get a little Zumba in yourself, Zumba in your life, you can go out there and Zumba tonight with Megan Fancy Hampton. She's having a Zumba class tonight. If you want to get some Zumba in your life from 5:45 to 6:30 p.m., it's going to be at the Joyco Training and Center and Co-working Center located at 555 Oak Brook Parkway. I'm going to be over there Friday, y'all. I'm going to go check out Joyco. They have a networking event this Friday, too, so I'll probably be talking about that Thursday. But anyway, tonight, if you want to do some Zumba, Joyco Training Center and Co-working located at 555 Oak Brook Parkway, Suite 540, and that's in Norcross. Megan Fancy Hampton has a unique teaching style that makes every step easy to follow. Her choreography is fun, and she has an infectious energy that makes you smile. You don't have any rhythm, you can still do it. Some folks don't have any rhythm. See, I have rhythm, but my knees hurt so bad. I was just saying, man, I need to go take yoga or something. I'm up in Jersey trying to party and hang out. My knees was killing me. I ain't gonna even front. I was in pain. Like, ooh. Every 5 seconds, I would sit down, stand up, and move a little bit. But my knees, and I know for so of course I got osteoarthritis or whatever in the knees, and so I need to do something about it. But one of my friends told me, because she has it too, she said that I don't know if it was her physical therapist or her orthopedic doctor, said when you build up the muscle in your thighs, it pulls your joints apart, right? So I'm at the gym this morning thinking about I need to build up the muscle in my thighs because it pulls the tendons pull your joints apart, which gets the bone off of bone rubbing. Now, I don't know how true it is, but she said that's what a doctor told her, and I said I was going to do more research into that. But in the interim, if you want to do some Zumba, tonight is your night, 5:45 to 6:30 p.m. $10 to $15 is a fee. It's not free. It's going to be $10 to $15. So check it out. It's going to be at Joyco Training Center and Co-working Space located at 555 Oak Brook Park. That's 4 5s. 5555 Oak Brook Parkway, Suite 540 in Norcross. Go on out there. Get your Zumba on. Get your Zumba on. Work it out, girl. Work it out. Guys are welcome. They didn't say guys wasn't welcome. I just said girls because I'm just used to talking to women most of the time. And if you don't have any rhythm, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They're going to still teach you. All right, I'm going to my last song, and I'm going to come back and give you my daily word of inspiration before I close out the show. You're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show, giving you the daily rundown right here, right at Good Morning Gwinnett.
Time takes a toll on everyone, they say. Time is merciless, it won't wait for us to change. Time, I am stressing out, I can't figure out what to say. Oh, time, just give us time. Time looking back on pictures, and I find it hard to see you and myself in places where we used to be. Oh, time we got older, babe, and I wanna stay with you. Don't got time for games. Now what you wanna do? Tell me now if you will go with me all the way. Every night, every day, promise we'll never change. Are you gonna love me? Love me with my flaws and all. Will we be enough, babe? Promise me we'll never fall. Time took a toll on us, I'll say. Time is merciless, it won't wait for you to change. Oh, time we got older, babe, yeah. But I wanna stay with you, and don't got time for games. Now what you wanna do? Tell me now if you will go with me all the way. Every night, every day, promise we'll never change. Tell me now if you will go with me all the way. Hey, hey, every night, every day, promise we'll never change. So are you gonna love me? Love me with my flaws and all. Will we be enough, baby? Promise me we'll never fall. Promise now you gonna love me. Love me with my flaws and all. Will we be enough, baby? Promise me we'll never fall. Never fall. Promise me, promise.
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Gwinnett. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, about to wrap it up for you for today. So listen, my word of inspiration for today is when you are enthusiastic about what you do, you feel positive energy. And that is so true. I'm so hyped up right now, and I think I kind of alluded to this earlier. I'm working on this One Funnel Away challenge with Russell Brunson, who's an amazing marketer, internet marketer. I'm working on new books. I'm working on new courses. I'm just excited right now. And my excitement keeps me up at night. I got up this morning. I went to the gym because I have this goal. I have this goal of $1 million in my business. And so I'm excited. That positive energy, I'm sure, is radiating around the world. When you put out positive energy, you feel good. So, when you think when you're enthusiastic about something, it comes off. People can feel that energy. Just like it's the same thing. When you're feeling negative about something, people walk by and they can feel like, ooh, what's wrong with her, right? But how about you change the energy? Change it to something positive. Create positive, because when what you put out, you attract back. So if you're putting out positive energy, you're going to get positive energy back. I've been putting out positive energy since 6:30 this morning, so I'm expecting a lot of it back, and I feel great. I feel wonderful. So that's my word of inspiration for today. If you put out positive, if you are enthusiastic about what you do, you will feel this positive energy, and you want to feel positive energy, right? Because it makes you feel good. It's like a high. Like right now, it's like I've been on a high for about 2 weeks because I just been like all into like this whole One Funnel Away, and all the people that's in there. I just got a text message on a messenger message from someone in this one, because we're doing a One Funnel Away challenge, right? So someone in the group that's here, and she lives in Atlanta. There's a couple of us here in the metro area. We've decided, let's get together in person. Let's get together in person and talk about what we're gonna do to get to this $1 million and get our funnel up and running. That's exciting. You know what I mean? Like that's great energy. But if I had put out negative energy, I would not have attracted that type of person to me. I would attract the negative person. So when you got negative people around you, ask yourself, what are you enthusiastic about? And what kind of energy are you putting out? That's my word for the day. Listen, if you missed an episode of the show, go on over to goodmorninggwinnett.com and listen to the show there. Also, you can download the show on your apps, on your mobile apps, on your Fire TV channel, on your Alexa. I'm everywhere. On your mobile phones, on your tablets, wherever you can think of, you probably can listen to the show. iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, everywhere. I'm everywhere. Because I got a goal for the show, y'all. 1 million subscribers or 1 million downloads or a combination of both. Follow me, Good Morning Gwinnett. Good Morning Gwinnett on Facebook, at Good Morning Gwinnett on Instagram, and at GM Gwinnett on Twitter. Follow me. Share the show with your friends. Help me get to that 1 million. That's gonna be that's big for me. The show is not even a year old, and I know it's a big bodacious goal to get to 1 million subscribers or 1 million downloads or a combination of both. But hey, listen, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to keep telling myself, and I'm going to keep working towards it. I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. Listen, also, go on over there and get your Good Morning Gwinnett t-shirt. Support the show. You can do that by getting a Good Morning Gwinnett t-shirt. I love Good Morning Gwinnett. Get the shirt, wear it, send me some pictures. I'll put it on the Instagram, on the Facebook, and all that stuff, so you can support the show that way. You can get a t-shirt. Go ahead. Order today. Yeah, ship it right to your house. All right. Thanks again for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent 1 hour and 8 minutes here with me, and I appreciate you so much. I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. Until next time, y'all, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in daily at 9 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you miss an episode, go to www.goodmorninggwinnett.com to catch up. If you like this episode, go ahead and subscribe to the show now and share it with your friends.